Article 3 in the UDHR states that everyone is entitled to life, liberty, and the security of a person. And in the New York Times article called Trump Warning Limits on Puerto Rico's Aid, you can see how he doesn't give two damns about the island or its citizens. Because while he is not supporting them as much as he should be, other people around the world are sending love. They're trying to send medication, send food, send drinkable water, but he keeps them away. And he's commending them to a slow death because he's not supporting them with any of these things. And while Puerto Rico was in financial troubles before Hurricane Irma and Maria had swept by, the island was left without power. Like 83% of the island was left without power, 36% of the island was left without running water, and 45% of the island was left without telecommunication services. And even though people might think that that's not important, that's very important. That's something that you need to feel like a person. Like you have to have the fact that you have to speak to your family to make sure they're okay. The fact that you want to stay clean. Like there's things like this that it might be the little things, but they're the most important things. And while he's not sending the help, he's just making them seem like if this is all their fault. He's blaming Puerto Rico due to the fact that they owe money, that they are in debt from the United States. And he's claiming that he's going to take out the first responders from the island, that if they don't get the money to them by a certain time, that the government is going to pull out all the help and aid from Puerto Rico. And as a U.S. citizen, U.S. citizens, they deserve equal treatment, and that's all they ever wanted. Like, that's all they need. If they were to get treated the way people in Texas or Las Vegas were to be treated after those incidents that had happened, everything would be okay, because the fact that the island is completely destroyed and there's nothing to be done about it is ridiculous, and it's helping them realize that their lives don't matter to the president. So he's breaking the United Declaration by stating that he's not going to help them the way they need to be helped. Article 5 in the UDHR clearly states that no one shall be subjected to torture or cruel, inhumane, or degrading treatment or punishment. And in an article from The Guardian that I had read called I've Experienced a New Level of Racism Since Donald Trump Went After Latinos by Tina Vasquez, she states how ever since Donald Trump said that Mexican immigrants are the most unwanted people, calling them criminals, drug dealers, and rapists, how she has been stopped on the street in public in front of people, questioned about her legal status or if she spoke English, and she felt that this was degrading. Like, she felt like, oh, if you're allowed to do this, like, that's so messed up because I'm legal, like, I'm a human, and it doesn't matter to you. Like, it's none of your business. And she had stated a story about how her father and her neighbor, her Caucasian neighbor, were friends. Like, they used to be friends until Donald Trump came and it was like, oh, they're dangerous. And then ever since then, they're not friends anymore because the Caucasian male wanted to question the father about his legal status and was trying to make him seem like, oh, you're trash, like you're different, and I don't want anything to do with you. He dehumanized and pushed further criminalization towards undocumented immigrants who had the right to be, like, there's times where they have done nothing wrong, and if anything, they helped build this nation that we live in today. Most of them probably helped build the Trump Towers, and if anything, they've done so many things for us that other people wouldn't have done. And the only reason they said that he might win is because he's using the dangerous tactic of using fear against Americans. Like, he put Mexican immigrants on the spot. Like, he said that they're taking jobs from white Americans, and they're selling drugs to their kids. They're raping all the white women. And it was just things that should not have been said at the time. Like, it's unnecessary and untrue. Like, he does not know for a fact that this is what's happening. And he used the word, like, he says, make America great again, What it means is he wants to make white America great again. Because he's shedding fear for the end of white America due to the fact that when ethnic and racial minorities will compromise the majority of the United States population, it's not okay. Like, they don't feel like that's right. Like, that shouldn't happen. And his rants, Donald Trump's rants, are clearly hate speeches. And we move to normalize his rants and how we don't realize that they're racist and they're xenophobic. Like, it's just ridiculous. But nobody will take blame for it because he believes that what he's saying is right and it should be heard.